Well, welcome back to Aces Field. Under a minute to go as the halftime clock is rolling down. And we're getting ready to resume our live stream coverage of this afternoon's junior varsity football game, coming to you live from Hicksville on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Again, my name is Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Brian Williams here with me. Shout out to Chris Warner, who's keeping track of our live stream and letting us know if we run into any issues. So far, so good, though. Should have never said that. Knock on wood. Anyway, if you are just joining us, if you weren't with us for the first half live stream, it has been all Rams this afternoon. The Tinora JV squad has come in and waylaid the Aces. And as we are getting ready to get the third quarter underway, Hicksville is down 41-0. They're going to have the continuous clock rolling. And the quarters are only 10 minutes long in the junior varsity game, so our second half could go by very, very quickly this afternoon. Again, our live stream coverage and our Aces sports coverage for not just football, but for all sports to the 2020-2021 school year, underwritten with the generous support of the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. We want to thank them so very much for their continued support of our Aces Sports broadcast here on Hicksville Community Television. The 10 minutes for halftime has expired, and as always, they tack on another 3 minutes for the teams to come out of the locker room and to get themselves stretched and warmed up. The Rams didn't even go into the locker room. They just kind of sat down in the corner of the field and took it easy for a bit. Aces back out onto the field. Mendoza and Klima playing a little toss and catch. They were trying many times to be able to make that connection during the game, and we're not having the best afternoon. So hopefully they'll be back in a little better sync when we get things started here, when play resumes. Again, if you are going to be coming out to any of the sports action activities out here at Aces Field, junior varsity, junior high, and of course varsity games on Friday night, again, be aware that all of the coronavirus restrictions are in place. You are required to wear a mask if you're in the stands. You are required to social distance. No concessions. We do everything we can to keep everybody safe. And try to get things to go back to normal just about as soon as we can. We want to make sure that we are able to keep playing sports for the kids. And that one of the best ways to make sure that that happens is to be responsible, to wear your mask and do social distancing and all that stuff. And again, if you are just joining us, and if perhaps you've never seen a junior varsity football game at the high school level before, there are some differences. The quarters are not as long. They only play 10-minute quarters rather than 12. And they do not kick off at the start of the halves or after scores. They simply place the ball at the 35-yard line for whichever team would be receiving the kickoff. In this case, the Aces had the ball to start the game at the beginning of the first quarter. So here for quarter number 3, the first possession will go to the Rams. And they will be getting the ball at their own 35-yard line. So they'll break huddle. I'll grab I'll move away a little bit, and then I'll come right back in frame. Grab my rosters so I can tell you who's doing what. Rostai, the quarterback, quick handoff. Legs are churning and he breaks free. That's Gusweiler. Gusweiler's still on his feet. Down to the Aces' 40-yard line before they pick him to the turf. So that'll get a fresh set of downs for the Rams. They'll break huddle, 9:22, and again, with the 41-point differential in the score, it's a continuous clock. The Aces are going to have to get that down, I think, to 29 points or less to get the clock back to normal operation. Handoff number 34, Joey Geisinger. Geisinger still on his feet. Geisinger down to about the 20-yard line, maybe the 19. Yep, they're going to put him at the 19-yard line. As you got to hand it to these Rams JV running backs, Brian. Once they get the ball and get ahead of steam up, they are hard to stop. The Aces have been having a heck of a time getting them wrapped up and brought down. .8:28 to go in the third quarter, and the Rams with the ball back in the red zone again. Another handoff. This time only down to about the 15-yard line. We'll see where they mark him down. I think they're going to say he touched his knee before he got there. So it looks like that's only going to be a pickup of maybe a couple. So call it 2nd and 8. And Tinora taking their time. They've got no need to really worry about anything. They don't need to hurry up, and they can work the play clock as much as they want. Split backs behind Rostai. Again, he's going to give it big number 4, Grady Gusweiler. Gusweiler's going to power down inside the 10-yard line, where it'll be 1st and goal for the Rams. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line for Tinora when play resumes. Again, split backs behind Rostai. They'll turn around, give the ball to number 13, Colin Meyer. Meyer, freshman, first time we've called his name this afternoon, and Meyer takes it in from 8 yards out to make it 47-0. Their kicker in the first half was Dylan Camp. Camp is a junior rather, but doing some work with the JV squad, getting some practice on kicking those extra points. And Camp in again to attempt the point after. Rostai the holder. Down. No. That one's a hard slider, and it is wide to the right. Kick is no good. It'll stay 47-0. And the Aces will get ready to get the ball back. They'll stop the clock for the change of possession. And we'll get back into action with the Aces 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line. And we'll get our first look at what adjustments the Aces have made at halftime to try to get their offense be a little more productive against the Rams. They were having a heck of a time in the first half. Said I think they only were able to advance the ball past the 35-yard line where they started once or twice. During the first half. So they'll break huddle and head out to the 35-yard line where it'll be Aces ball 1st and 10. Again, their quarterback, Aaron Klima. Klima, quick handoff. That's to Bassett. Bassett up to the line of scrimmage, and then they stack him up and push him back. They'll make it 2nd and 10. Well, they're going to actually give Bassett a yard. So they make it out to the 36-yard, make it 2nd and 9. Klima. Ball in the air. And again, almost caught. This time the intended receiver, Ashton Sentel. Sentel wears number 9. He's a sophomore. As Klima trying to change things up. I don't know if he threw Sentel's way at all in the first half.
I don't think so.
So 3rd down and 9 for the Aces. Klima is going to hang on to it himself. Klima is going to get maybe another yard. And they're going to say no gain on the play. 4th and 9 for the Aces from their own 36-yard line. And looks like the Aces, they're not having Mendoza drop back to punt. So they're going to go for it on 4th down. Klima airs it out, and it's caught for a 1st down. I think that was Bassett that hauled it in. Rylan Bassett makes the catch, moves the ball into Rams territory, where it'll be 1st and 10 Aces from the Tinora 47-yard line. So the 4th down do-or-die play is converted by Hicksville. They stay alive, get themselves a fresh set of downs. Klima looking downfield again, a quick toss. Caught. And he's still on his feet. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds.
Nice.
That was Ukena, Ashton Ukena. Ukena? All right. Something about broadcasting a small-town football game when you say a name wrong and you got 4 people yelling at you from the stands. I like it. Ukena. And Ukena made the catch and run down to the 31-yard line. Klima dropping back, launching it, got a man open, and it's picked off. Oh, nope, it's not. In the hands of number 44, Carter Gilliam from the Rams, but he's not able to hold on to it. He cut in front of Mendoza right at the end, almost got the pick, but it'll bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Aces. High snap, Klima handles it, ball in the air, and again throws into traffic, and again knocked down by a Rams defender, incomplete. Intended receiver, Sentel again. Third and 10. Klima with the snap. Klima, quick pass, and again knocked away at the last minute from Sentel to bring up 4th down. Good pass defense from the Rams here these last few plays. Klima in trouble, gets rid of it, caught, and out of bounds, well short of the first down. Buchanan made the grab, but he'll get knocked out of bounds. And the Aces will turn it over on downs to the Rams. It'll be Tenora's ball, 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. So here come the Rams. 45 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Rapidly moving, again with the continuous clock in effect. Rosti pitches it out. And this could be trouble. A wide open field for Geisinger. Geisinger reverses his field. And they finally bring him down at about the 10-yard line. Give Geisinger credit. Got the handoff. Found a nice hole. And turned on the Jets. That may well be the last play of the third quarter. As the clock ticking down to 1. End of the third quarter. With the Rams leading the Aces 47-0. So we'll reverse ends of the field, and we'll get ready to bring you the fourth quarter. And that'll give me time to say another thank you to our football broadcast underwriters, making our coverage possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Want to thank them so very much for their continued support. Hey, we want to remind you that even though we've got all the coronavirus restrictions and everything in place, winter is still on its way. And if you have a vehicle that is in need of service, whether it's basic maintenance, oil change, tune-up, or even major repair, they've got you covered with the great service departments at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. Both Jim Schmidt Chevrolet and Jim Schmidt Ford are standing by and ready to take on anything. Like I said, from basic maintenance to major repair work, they've got you covered. Remember, it is all about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. I want to thank them so very much for their continued support. Remember, anytime you see Aces sports action on Hicksville Community Television, on the YouTube channel, on Channel 12 of Mediacom, or anywhere else, they're the ones that make it happen. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. So into the end zone they go. That's 53-0. And the kick is up and good. 54-0. As Dylan Camp, I think he's got like 6 points to his credit or something like that. So almost like scoring a touchdown.
Yep.
So the Aces are going to get ready to get the ball back. They had a pretty good offensive outing last time, so hopefully they can build on that. 9:48 left in the game, and again the clock stopped right now for the change of possession. But again, 30 points or greater deficit, the running clock kicks in. So the Aces are going to have to score 25 points to get the clock back to regular operation. Hicksville comes to the line, and we'll get ready to go. They blow the whistle, clock starts. Klima takes the snap. Klima airing it out and overthrows his intended receiver, Rylan Bassett. Klima just a little too much on that ball. Klima lining them up. High snap. Quick handoff. Number 15, Asher Ukina. Ukina gets it to the 40-yard line. Klima again, and this time trying to get it to Taylor, number 12. David Taylor, the freshman, not able to hang on to it. Hits the turf, incomplete. Make it 4th and 6. So again, crunch time for the Aces. Under 8 minutes to go in this contest, and they're looking at a 4th and 6. Klima in trouble, gets the ball away, overthrows his intended receiver, incomplete, and the Aces will turn it over on downs on their own 34-yard line, I believe. No, on the 39-yard line. So 7:31, the clock will stop for the time of possession. And again, it'll be Rams ball, 1st and 10 on the Aces 39-yard line when we get back into action. Tinora with a 54-point advantage, so no real doubt about the outcome of this game. Good opportunity for the JV Rams to be able to work on some stuff. Handoff, and again, power running from number 4. Grady Gustweiler, and Grady's going to pick up about 4 yards. Make it 3. I think they marked him down at the 36-yard line. So, 2nd and about 6. Flag thrown. False start. That's only like the 2nd or 3rd penalty for this entire game. It's been a well-played game. Not a lot of penalties on either side of the ball. That'll back him up 5 yards. It'll remain 2nd down, but now it'll be 2nd and about 12. As they get moved back to the 41-yard line. Rosti will put a man in motion, hand him the ball, number 44, down inside the 35-yard line, the carry by Carter Gilliam. They're going to put him down right at the 35. Closing in on the halfway point of this fourth quarter. 5:15 and the clock rolling. Rostai pitches back. And diving forward, again, Grady Gusweiler. Gusweiler to about the 33-yard line, it looks like. And that's going to bring up fourth down for I think that's the first time that the Rams have faced a fourth down here in this game. Fourth and about 5.
Go ahead, stop them.
And they're saying 4th and 4. And the Rams look to go for it here. Handoff. Nice spin move. And that's going to probably be enough for the first down. A good carry by Carter Gilliam to about the 29-yard line to move the chains. So again, the Rams, with this comfortable lead, just taking the opportunity to work on things, and seeing if you can pick up a fourth down is one of those things you work on. Under 4 minutes in this contest. Again, a very quick-moving second half. They haven't even turned the lights on here at the stadium. Well, we're going to be done pretty well before dark, I think. Rostai. Quick handoff on the inside. The ball is loose. People are diving for it. The Aces say they've recovered.
Yep.
And they have. So the Aces even up the score, at least in the column for turnovers. Both teams have a fumble recovery now. So the Aces get the ball back. 3:32 left in the game. It'll be Aces ball, 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line. Klima and company lining up. Klima handoff on the inside. Powering forward. Asher Ukina. So Ukina's had a couple good runs. A couple of catches too, and we've got a stoppage of play here for a moment. All right, back in action. Clock resumes. Ukina again. About the 36-yard line. 3rd and 4. Klima's going to hang on to it himself this time, trying to get around the corner. Nothing doing. And they're going to drop him at about the line of scrimmage. He might have gained a half a yard. That'll bring up 4th down. So we go under 2 minutes to play. Going to be about 90 seconds left in the game when they snap the ball. Here it goes. Klima. Bassett was right there, but the ball just a little bit low. And again, the officials stopping the clock for a moment. Not sure. because they wanted to make sure everybody was in position, or they had quick substitution coming into the game. Braden Slattery, number 26. Minute 10 and the clock rolling. And they'll take a knee. So the Rams don't need to do anything else. They've proved every point that you can prove on the football field this afternoon. They take a knee. That'll move it back to the 40-yard line. I might have to take second down now. And that should do it. I don't think they'll need to snap it again as we go under 30 seconds. And I think that that's going to be all she wrote. Both teams are going to head to the sideline, then they'll line up to congratulate each other on a good game. No one got hurt. And we'll tick off the last couple of seconds, and there you have it. That's the ball game. It's official and in the books. Junior varsity contest this afternoon goes to the Tinora Rams in a big way as they stomp on the Aces 54-0. The final score. And once again, Brian and I would like to thank Mr. Houghton Overmeyer, the athletic directors, for making sure we were all set up and ready to go here for our live stream broadcast this afternoon. We appreciate it an awful lot. Thanks also to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com for underwriting our football broadcast this afternoon. Most of all, though, thanks to you for joining us on the HIX-TV YouTube channel for the live stream. Hope you enjoyed the coverage this afternoon. Again, a reminder that we're going to be back in action tomorrow on Tuesday. Our live stream will begin at a little before 5:30. We'll be in the red zone, the big gym at Hicksville High School for girls volleyball action. JV and varsity matchup as the Pilots are in town to take on the Aces on the volleyball courts. We'll have our normal live stream updates, the little quick 5-minute here's what's happening ones coming your way on Wednesday afternoon. Brian and I will be back here in this very same location Friday for high school football action as the Raiders from Wayne Trace will come to Hicksville on a night that will feature both homecoming and senior night festivities. We'll be starting a little early our live stream coverage with the ceremonies for homecoming and senior night. We'll get started a little before 6 o'clock. The game kicks off at 7 on Friday night. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. Once again, final score in junior varsity football this afternoon. It was the Rams beating the Aces 54-0. For Brian Williams running the iPad Pro on the live stream, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you a good afternoon and good sports.